Welcome, guys. Freaking Wednesday. Fun day. Eventually, we had a really nice move yesterday. Quite aggressive. I don't want to use the term manipulation, but certain known exchange did some really sketchy thing. And this is what it is. And we had the price action what we had. By all means, it was all fine. Still fit into the structure wise, so that's all good. Nothing to worry about it. Now it's a question what we're gonna do. For me, in person, I seriously want to go around the 100k, grab all of that liquidity, settle the proper support, and from that we can aim to go finally a little bit more higher for the biggest resistance. So far, I would not like to go right now into it because after failing the resistance, the downturn for turning around for the bear market is going to be a little bit more painful and quicker. That's why I said I would like to do it right now. Grab all of this stuff what's below us. That said, looking at the bits chart right now, it's settled quite nice for it. We have some nice bits laying around below us. Yes, we do have a bit more above, but those one are seriously bigger resistance that we bounce back from it. We had this kind of issue wall over here that I didn't even concern because they pulled it quite quickly and the leftovers wasn't that epic to take on it, and we went from it because of that freaking manipulation of the market. By all means, Binance does his own shit. Oh, I didn't even need to call the names, but still, we are facing this resistance over here. So that means if you zoom in a little bit more on the bids, it's been a while that we had a lot of bids over 1K holding the price all around the chart. I like to see that quite often that it happens, but we don't get it as much as I like to have it. Those bids as well, trying to hold the market a little bit more steady, right? Yes, it looks shit, I know, but still, they've been doing quite proper job over here to hold this as a support, and we're holding this area as a support as well. So far, yes, I still wanted to break that shit. I want to go a little bit lower into this area over here. But anyhow, could we go there? Technically, yes, there is potential to grab that. There is still potential to hold on 107 and then carry on and grab all of that above it or regain that whole structure. Right? It's all possible. So far, I'm not gonna go through the whole market update because there's no need for it. We just had it from the Viking. Let's keep it like that. I just want to go through my stuff, but I want to mention. And there is one juicy thing that I want to mention. I want to show you guys something. I hope you're gonna learn from it as well, and for the future times, you will have that same moves as well. Anyhow, VIX perfectly to 28. What we had, we bounced back into this freaking support. What we build up on it. Yes, I'm considering this as well as a structure, significant as on the charts. So for me, this is still holding. We could grind a little bit more higher up into the 20 area. So technically, what I'm aiming, we might do something like this, right? If we're gonna hold on this support over here, what we're building, then this is the kind of structure that we are gonna face for it. That means grinding price action up with some dumps into the downside. That means the price gonna go lower, push quite higher on the Bitcoin or on the market, and then we're gonna do some bigger retracement. That means quite a significant range, right? If you're gonna hold that. Eventually, if you're gonna break that to the downside, I'm not sure. We're still holding it, and technically what we are doing is right now this. Not much to say about it. We're not gonna go back into the 16 area. So far, it doesn't look like, right? We had this break of this level that I've been calling, but right now this turned into quite a significant RSI flip. So far, this is the RSI that we are holding. Breaking that, we're gonna go quite significant higher on the market. Holding it around the 20 area, that's gonna be a quite big sideways move. Next, Dixie, we broke out from this freaking trend line. I do not care about it. That's just for visual purpose. And we technically still regaining and holding the range, which you can call this whole channel to the upside, right? So for me, significance is going to be right now to hold to fail anything above a 98 for a movement to the upside for the market. That would be nice. We need to get out from the dollar. So far, we are into it right now. A little bit too much. That's it as well on the whole market perspective. You see as well the whole switch, what we had from this to this right now. We still didn't regain anything. And now a little bit the scary part. It's not anymore this area, but this. Failing this, that means we're gonna go quite significant lower, and that's gonna be below this week, and we might even come back into this area. So scary shit, I know, but hey, it is what it is. This is the chart. I cannot change it. That's what it shows you. There is still not even a perspective to watch out for any all-time highs or whatever on the market. Because to regain all of this, that's a significant move. So be aware of that. Gold, same structure. Only the gold didn't have that wick what Paxa did. So by all means, it's up to you what you want to look at it. Remind this. This is nothing in between. Technically, it should be like this. That's just that price action that didn't even trade into it. So be aware of that. But so far, we are getting into this hip empire, what we like to call. If you start to break that, then eventually we're gonna fill up the whole downside move. And seriously, if gold start to reach this area, then boy, oh boy, we might have another move like this, right? Like this whole pattern over here. So we're gonna build up quite bigger on it. But still didn't gonna break it. I don't think that it's gonna be broken right now. This is gonna be the area that gold's gonna stay, or even might reach a little bit lower, but that's gonna be the bear market if you're gonna come back into the UK. But I don't think so. This pattern never been broken at all on gold. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting as well. That's a little bit too far away. So far, we're holding on the support what we create to the upside, the M pattern, what we call. That's on the daily. Yes, I know. I don't want to go in on the lower time frame. But this is it, what you want to hold. If not, then you're gonna start to do the stepwise move, something like this. Till you're gonna pop, right? So yeah, that's one. CME gap. That's nothing said actually. We filled up the small CME what we created. Oh my god, last weekend. Filled, so that's fine. Much more likely dominance. We might see a bigger spike on that one as well. So far we're still holding this whole trend. we didn't break that one even, and right now we are facing even to go higher. I hope we're gonna reach only 60.4. If not, if we're gonna go above this area, then we're gonna start filling that this week. So be aware, there might be some volatility coming in or some bigger moves as well into the Bitcoin area. So maybe a little bit more deeper in the downside. Who knows? Let's see how that's gonna play out. Technically, I'm not sure if we're gonna regain that. That's way too above, and that's quite bigger resistance. So I'm seriously aiming for 65. If not, we're gonna fill up the wick or whatever. But so far, what we are doing, it's still uptrending on the dominance. Be aware of that. We didn't break that yet, right? If you want to break anything on the dominance right now, then the whole move is over here. Because that's been already tested, 58.9. If that's going to be broken, you're going to go back into the... Technically, going to be back at this area over here, 58. So that could be a nice move for Bitcoin. That could give you the all-time high resistance. So far, it's not there. Okay, so that's one. VIX, yes, hold the bots is still in a long. I'm not sure if that's going to be long-lived, but let's see. I have a different feeling about it. I'm not really like considering this as an indicator or whatever. That's why I said we took out quite significant liquidity above us with this whole move from Binance or whatever it came from. I do not care about it so much. It's funny that they just did kind of stuff. But anyhow, we're still below the whole point of control level. Right, this is the point of control. That's 111.2 area. That's the whole control of the volume, and we are below that. We didn't reach even. Yeah, we reach into that, but we freaking fell from that straight ahead. So far we are still below it. We don't have anything to grab yet above us. That said, there is much more appealing stuff below, right? And yes, it's scary because it's quite lower, but hey, I don't care which way we go. I trade both of them. And for Bitcoin, there is time as well that we need to finally say it's over, and we need to switch to the alts, or maybe if that's gonna be the case. If not, and if not, then that's the bear market. Who knows? Like, I don't care either way. This is much more appealing overall than this area above us, right? Yes, much more above. It's a little bit more appealing because that's like high time frame resistance. But locally, we don't have shit. Only below us. So that said, like taking all of this stuff over here till 97 even, or breaking this whole structure over here, that's fine. Taking that will significant say like, okay, there is not much to do. We're gonna go upwards, or we're gonna grind a little bit more heavier, right? 4 hour didn't even cool off that much on the harmony, and we've been at 59% on the cash flow, capital flow index, but we dump it from that to minus 19. So still potentially to go lower. Then the lovely capital flow index. Market wise, we are still quite middling. Didn't even go lower yet, but we start to turn around on some things. Right, you see it over as well. Dixie had a nice retracement. That said, it could still pop a little bit higher after retracement, or if that's gonna reach the neutral line, the market finally start to move. Right, points are still aiming to go lower. Like if you see on the Bitcoin, the orange line, we went from 40 to 3% neutral right now. So yeah, that says quite enough as well how the market behaves. Right, we are not really regaining anything. We still that sideways move, and we still aiming to go lower. Structure wise as well, we didn't regain shit. So yeah, that's a little bit on that side. And market wise over here, there was a spike in the USDT as well, quite significant. Dixie had the move. SPX dropped quite heavily right now, but it had a really nice hold. And look at that. I'm seriously like vocal about this. Like I can't stretch it enough. White line is the VIX. From this side, it was like yesterday, 22, where we are right now, neutral. So be aware of that as well, right? That's why I'm using it. This gives you a quite nice, significant confluence what's happening in the market. Spike from down to the from the SPX, VIX is spiking up, dollar is aiming to go higher. Where is the market? Low as it can go, right? Same here, right? This is significant as well. Like drawing even like this, like you know that we're still following to go lower, right? We dropped from the highs what Bitcoin create, only hype had a nice spike. That's all. But the rest of the market is sitting on the lowest, right? Potentially, this is still continuation. Still, you're not gonna do some moves into the neutral line and regain anything on the chart, right? Be aware of this. That's why I was saying, like, guys, this is, and as well, like, look at that, PAX, right? All the way from 56 till minus 69. Nice. That said, still potential to continuation, but this can pick up. Still, if VIX gonna go higher up, Dixie gonna go higher up, and gold as well. Where does the market go? There, right? It's just the way how it behaves, and it's correlated to each other. That's all. Now, let's do some fun things. First, the second one I'm gonna show on the end. This structure. As people have been quite heavily longing the shit out of it or doing some weird things in the dead price section, like by all means, go do that. But there is no need for it because we still, technically, we didn't regain shit on a high time frame. And no, I'm gonna do that later. Let's go on the daily. Look what we did on the daily. Like this is already a sign as well. Like how weak are we? Right? What do? We fell from this. We came all the way over here. We had the middle point on here. And this is the area to regain. Did we do that on the daily? No. This is the RSI flip on the daily. What did we do? The whole move yesterday. We came into the resistance. We came back where? There. Yes, the wave master shows you that we can potentially turn around. Yes, that's volume wise. But structure wise, we still didn't do shit. I'm sorry for my words, but I really want to be vocal about it because people still don't really understand the structure, how it works. They're focusing a little bit too much on indicators lately. What's good, but it's still an indication of something. Okay? Be aware of this. We still, on the higher time frame, need to regain quite heavily the 115, right? Every single time we came into that, we had a rejection from it. So coming back, 12 hours was even worse. But going back on 4 hour, right? We holding still on 105, barely, but we still holding on it. That's fine. And we still Technically, yes, this is a mid price action. We kind of regained that. But the highest swing, we didn't do it at all. We didn't even come close to that one. On the wick, we fell from that, right? And yes, you can call this manipulation, whatever, but structure-wise, it still fits. And then, of course, we have the top size, but we still didn't even come close to it. This is as big as resistance as it gets, right? With the underside retest on it as well. So, for my point of view, failing 105, I do not care about that much about it because I'm a little bit more deep into this one. I want to get this as a support built in on the structure. That means killing this freaking wick and this as well, performing any structure on it. And then we can finally summarize that this is going to be a nice and better market because this will not be even considered in any kind of trading anymore because this is fucking killing wick. And that's what pissed me off. We still didn't settle the support on it, right? We still technically middling of this high and this low. We are still over here below that even trading, right? That's what you guys need to a little bit more understand what's going on the structure wise. Saying that, I want to show you something else. People have been asking me about that as well. Simple as it gets. There is nothing else simpler than a swing point, guys. From this high, technically on, okay, let's say this is your swing point, right? This is the highest swing point, and this was your lowest one, what you fail from. This is the high. Sorry, this is the low. This is the high. I hope this is obvious. The closest matters, right? The body close matters. So if this is the highest close on the 4 hour, this is your swing point failure. Then the next one, what you kind of reverse from and fail from that one, that's the low of that. And look how you perfectly retest twice and you fail from that one. So even I seriously don't even want to listen to people that say like, yeah, this move been pushed through Trump or whatever. That move been already signified twice for you that we're gonna fail from it. Not only this, that if you are a little bit more expert, then you know that this is as well a significant move to the downside that you broke something. What do you need to do? Regaining or retesting any of those swings. What you didn't do is regaining it. You did fail it twice. So please, by all means, take it as it is, but swing points are the key in the whole trading structure. There's nothing else that matters much more. Next one. Where is the next swing point right now that we need to care about it? That's this. This you high. This you low. What did we do? Literally to the T. Where was the resistance? Swing failure on the low of the swing. There it is. Perfect. Right. Next one. The low, as low as it gets. Right. Bang. What are we doing right now? Where do we trade into? This is a range. Obviously, right? So take it as it is. Swing points matter, and they always gonna matter. There is nothing else that's gonna be even better than that. There's no indicator that's gonna show you even better percentage on it than pure basic of the price action. Anyhow, that said, we're still failing from the high of the structure, and we're still kind of holding on the low. But you need to understand the support been quite already tested, right? Not even with this wick, we've been testing it the whole freaking that price action over here. Those wicks doesn't matter anymore because we've been tested already, and we test already the high of that swing. So no matter what, you're gonna come back into that, maybe, hopefully, let's say. There is a chance that you might hold on this. If not, you're gonna go lower. That's already significant as well, like which direction we might focus right now. And to be honest with you, if you want to be really clear about in which area of the range you are, then this, let's say that this low is your midpoint. And there we have it. This you high, this you low, this you mid. Where are you right now? Technically, you're grinding into the support right now, yes? Because what do? You fail from this, you fail from this. Where do you go? There. So you are still facing to go lower. Why? Because we still didn't regain anything to space anything to go to the resistance. So far, you're grinding it on the higher time frame to go lower. And like I've been saying, we could see something like this, right? And then try to do resistance area. It's still possible, right? Why? Because we still didn't regain anything. And as much as I'm gonna say that, it's gonna be quite boring for you guys because that's the only thing what matters. There is nothing else that's gonna matter. Not even liquidity. Because yes, this can be there, but it doesn't mean it need to be grabbed. Even this doesn't need to be grabbed, but it is there. Yes, I know. Right? Still, what matters, we need to hold on any kind of rules. And the rules in the market are structures and the price action. After that, those 2 wicks, when you're gonna reach those 2 wicks, where do you go? First thing, what's to your left? There is nothing here. This is the first thing what's coming left. Because all of that's been already killed by that wick. So, thank you, Mr. President. And then you go over here. What do we have? So far, technically this whole big ass wick, it's gonna be your low and gonna be your high of it. Technically this, because that was the flip, but that's been already tested. So another thing to watch out for it, if you're gonna get back into the 101k and 98k area, this means the top of that, this area, it's already tested, right? So you're gonna go lower, technically somewhere over here. So when you move back into the chart, okay, it's below this wick, below that wick, and we still can aim to this area, right? This is the next area with a kind of a support, right? I don't want it to be a little bit more too bearish to go a little bit lower, but let's say this is going to be the first stop, right? I don't want to panic people a little bit too much lately. This is the area to watch out for if you're going to start to go lower, right? You need to have perspective. Where do we go without guessing it? Because we are not here to guessing the game. We are here to play the levels and read the charts. And this is what the chart shows you, right? After losing this area, there is nothing else. There is that. After that, yeah, we're going to talk about that when we're going to reach this. Okay? So please be aware of that because this is the only local and a little bit more zoomed out price action that you should care about. And yes, of course, if you want, you can long the shit out of it of this area because we still at the support. I rather long the support than fucking short the support. But still, this is the play, what you should watch out for it, right? In simple structure, there are your levels, what you need to look for it. And on top of that, there are still some levels from the opens. Technically, I do not care about them, like I've been saying that much because we've been testing them. Yes, the Q4 played out as a resistance, and we tipped that as well quite nicely into the 4-hour swing. But the only one that I really care are the local levels right now. That means is the weekly, the dailies, and still to the day of today, this been the weekly failure that we had without retesting this. So on top of the 4-hour swing levels, plus resistance of the local price action over here, plus liquidity, plus the bands, and plus the order books, and even the 4-hour swing failure, man, how many resistance do you want to have here? Right? But then still, the only levels that I'm open levels I care right now are the open levels. Why? Because not only, wait, let me put this away. Because so far there is nothing else that opens in after this week instead only of daily and weekly. All of the monthly levels been already tested and we went through them. So yeah, that week killed all of those levels has been tested already. On top of that, multiple tested on the levels makes the level weaker, right? That's why I said I do not care about those levels anymore instead of the daily ones. The next new level that they're gonna care about, it's gonna be a new monthly open, right? So that's gonna be the one that's gonna open up on the Saturday in 2 weeks, right? That's gonna be the November level. That's gonna be a new level after the dump. What I'm gonna consider as a new level to have some potential aggressive movements from it. Yes. So far, there's nothing else that I want to look at it than only daily and weekly, because from this whole move, we don't have anything else, right? I hope that's clear a little bit as well. And looking at this as well, like on top of that, what do we have? We have the order books, right? Yes, you're building the support below. But right now, you are in the support as well area. You're still in the order book that you didn't regain, right? So this is as well like potentially move. Why do I have TPs on? It indicator updated. Okay. Anyhow, never mind. And still, we didn't reach the band as well for the second time, or for the third time actually. But we reached that area as well. So there it is for our resistance band. We came into that, failed straight up. Same in the order book. And on top of that, we had the 4-hour swing points. Right? This stuff as well, like it lines quite perfectly. All of that juicy stuff over here, since this to this, if we take this and we're gonna bounce from the 4-hour swing point, even it's been already tested, freaking hell, that's gonna be a nice bounce. Because then there's not much to left. There is a gap as well below us, and technically we then aiming to go seriously to go for the resistance and regain all of that shit. And to be honest with you, that could perfectly play out like this as well, right? I know it's a sketchy drawing, but you know what? You get my point. Or even do the nice V bottom thing, right? But we kind of aiming for it to have an aggressive move to the upside. That's the whole idea about it. So yeah, still, I'm not really keen on pushing the buttons right now. If you are not positioning from any highs or any previous loans what you have, then I will stay out a little bit, wait that the price settle, because we still didn't settle anything. We're still grinding it to the downside. We're still doing this. All right. There's nothing said we're gonna regain or bounce from it. Yes, this aggressive move was fun, but as I don't like them that much, because as quick as it went up, as quick you can lose it. Why? Because this freaking fair value gap what you created over here, I knew already we're gonna fill it or we're gonna fail from it. And zooming in on that, funny enough, you lost your previous open. So there it is as well, right? A failure of previous hold. So, and on top of that, not only this right now, but as well, this area been failed. So, yeah. As fun as it looks, it's quite pain in the ass as well of those moves. And I've been mentioning as well. I don't know if I mentioned that Sunday, but I was mentioning it to some of my students that I have a feeling. Where is it? I have a feeling we might have something like this. Something like this price action. Could be. Because that was quite a liquidity grab as well, if you think about it, right? Because all of that stuff over here was built liquidity. So we could grab that and do something like this. Could be. I'm not saying it's going to play out exactly the same. I have a feeling we're going to do something like this, that grind the shitty price action after the aggressive move to the downside. I hope this is a little bit clear, guys. Do you guys understand what I'm saying with the swing points and resistance and where to aim them and how to look at the price action? On top of that, how to signify the structure. That's the most important. BTC need to that will reclaim for range play move. Viking mention. Yeah, exactly. Like crude point. Yeah, that's you see, regain that weekly. Yeah, that's gonna give you the whole reclaim of that area over here. That means if you reclaim that, you're gonna skyrocket over here. But then the next area is this on the side retest of that area, right? Yeah, that's true. And yes, Viking was mentioned the 1 hour, but technically play it out on his levels, and it did. But so far, the after candle that we've been failing that, right? Regaining that again, you're still going where? Right now, you're gonna need to regain this stuff, and then this, right? So yeah, it's still fine. It looks fine on 1 hour, but like I said, 4 hour is the key, right? I like to see something what's happened on a lower time frame, but then no matter what you're doing there, in 2 candles after that, it still can be changed. Why? Because the 4 hours still matters, right? And especially in this kind of price action, what we have, not only it's a little bit the shitty price action, but a little more sideways and to the downside more. 4 hours should be the only time frame you should look at it, because all of this is just noise. You can't predict anything from 5 minutes for a day candle. You can't. That's why I said 4 hour is still the key level. And the only thing what we can do right now is something like this, coming back into it, then fail from that maybe, and then going lower, or this gonna retrace fully on the next candle. Who knows? There is still resistance. This whole shit, again, it create on top of the resistance we just had, create another one. Yeah, we have the fair value gap. So filling that gap over here and then failing it, like fucking hell, like guys. Oh, and this could be like a head and shoulders thing. Like that's why I said this is the most painful area what we are in. So the best time to go away, take a time off from the charts, come back in a week or two, and see how the price gonna settle. Because this is gonna be manipulated the fuck out of it. Why? Because the exchanges want the money back. I think that's clear, right? That they want the money back. How do they get the money back? Prepping people as much as it possible is. Because we are the money for them, technically. Or not we, but the retail, right? So what do they want? They want your money. They don't want you to have a good time in trading. Not at all. Believe me, no, not even one exchange wants you to be profitable. So yeah, I hope that's a little bit understanding as well, and it's clear about the swing points, guys. I can't stretch enough how important this is. I can't. Like people, I mean, I can say whatever I want. People are not gonna even listen to me, or not even to me, but like overall, not gonna listen. It's up to you. Like if you find this interesting, then deep dive into it, because this will change your point of view of the charts, and believe me, it's gonna make you life much more easier. Not only that, but it will cancel 90% of the noise, right? And you're gonna be sad because then you wait. What do you want? Okay, I want this or this or this. Everything be in between. I do not care about it. As soon as you don't. So yeah, that's all. This is the whole clearness and simplicity of the whole market. This been built not only from beginning of crypto, but even before the crypto, been swing points as key points in trading. So believe me or not, go and test it by yourself. Yes, I got it. Awesome. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Exactly. Thanks. Makes sense. Wait for the slow grind down. What did Binance? Oh, fuck. I was reading about it. What did Binance do? It was something with the spot accumulation of them and selling off things. Fuck. I didn't bother to fucking read all the whole article. If I'm gonna find it, okay, after the stream, if I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna send it to Yorka. There was something about it on. Okay, I don't bother right now. So yeah, I hope this is clear. Now let's move on the thing that I want to show you. And before I'm gonna go there, guys, this is not to. I don't want to say sound cocky or whatever. Don't get me wrong. I want to show you guys, and before even that, the couple streams that we've been doing it about it, I've been talking about that. I want to show you how to spot those things and how to work it out in your own advantage, right? So not only doing the whole EA on it, doing the research and like thinking it through. So you're gonna set it up your own strategy around it to pull the trigger. That's the way that I want to show you, right? Right now, I'm gonna show you the whole move, what happened, and I hope it's gonna be clear what I will be showing you and saying before all of those streams as well, because I've been mentioning it quite heavily lately. That's gonna be our awesome platform, Netflix. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the dump. So, what happened over here? First thing first that I've been mentioning, I was waiting for the earnings. And they came in. And hot they came. And oh boy, they are nice. In our favor, of course. Why? Because I've been mentioning as well that Netflix is struggling with the price action right now. We didn't reach the resistance over here, right? We didn't regain the whole swing failure over here. Another one, look at that. Swing failure. Exactly been retested. We failed from that. It didn't even reach it back, right? So from this area that it's tried to reach it, we failed the structure twice, bigger and heavier even. The next regain didn't even happen quite closely enough. That this, and I've been talking about it with Smurn as well, for me, this was way too close to the earnings that it was quite heavily. And I was really thinking they're going to push it quite heavily over here and then they're going to fail from it. Why? Because most of the times, if the earnings are coming in negative, they already know that, right? They know their own books. So they already know that the earnings and revenue are going to be negative. They're selling it off internally. So they're pushing the price higher and then they're selling it internally off and then they have the dump. They didn't do it quite heavily right now, but it was quite intentional. And surprisingly, the first candle before the earnings was really freaking bullish, regaining the structure twice even, but failing where? Swing failure again, right? Daily wise, swing failure twice. And look at that. From the all the way that we went into the daily swing, we did not only 6% on the candle open, but right now we are minus 9% on the dump. Right? Welcome. So what's the most important right now? Like I've been mentioning, this hip here. We are getting close into that. We might see a potential rebounds from it and then another failure. This is right now, make it or gain it. And break it or whatever, make it or break it, how you call it. No, you get the point. This area, this is the most important right now, because if you start to fail this, close anything below, you still could have a potential pullback, right? Even that stupid fib, whatever, you can have it, and then you only aiming for 1K and $660, right? Potentially as a hold, but that's not even certain, because then and only then the only level that matters is 920-ish area, or even stretch it out. You can say I wanted 904. That's a potential drop of minus 20%, right? Like I've been saying, I've been preparing for that quite a long time, right? People didn't believe in me that it's gonna happen, but eventually it did, and it's a nice dump. Potentially one of the good ones as well, because no matter what, minus 6% of the gap, that's a quite significant for the stock. So please, this is the way how you prepare your stuff, right? This is the whole TA, what you do. And look what I did. It was quite in advanced and in like back tested as well, but most likely as well, it took time for it, right? You don't rush those things at all. You wait it out. That's what I show you guys. This is the most important thing. It's not only like, oh fucking hell, I want to pull the trigger right now and show the shit out of it. But you need to have the confluence. How do you get the confluence? This. And on only this. There was only one, like I was saying, like that Elon Musk was tweeting about it. That inspired me, right, for looking at Netflix and thinking like, okay, what's gonna happen? Like that, his like tweet or whatever he was saying, like Netflix need to go down or whatever. They need to change something. I don't remember anymore what it was. I dived into the chart and I've been just charting it and say, okay, what's happening right now? What do we need to wait? I've been saying earnings. This is gonna be negative, then you might see some pullback on it. And boy, oh boy, we got it. And believe me, those earnings are not even that heavily. I was thinking they're gonna be a little bit more aggressive, but they didn't been. But hey, it is what it is. So far, this is a dump, right? What did we do right now? If we start to close here, then all of this, it doesn't matter anymore because you literally with this whole move, you just destroyed those lows. The only thing what's holding you is this right now. And I'm not even bothered that they're gonna be back at this resistance. Because right now, the only resistance what you are facing is still this failure. The bearish retest. This bearish retest, what you still quite heavily are doing it on the daily. Why? On the daily is this twice. You didn't even come for the high. You did on the lows. You failed from that. Now, potentially, what you can do, build the gap back here, maybe, and have a continuation. Maybe you're gonna be lucky to come back into this area. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how Netflix behaves after those kind of dumps. I need to monitor a little bit more longer. But yeah, I think this is quite nice one, and it played quite juicy, quite perfect as well. By myself, by yourself. And yes, I've been mentioning all of this. All of this. I don't think we're gonna get into 400k or $400. That's quite aggressive move, if you can say like that. Minus 70%. But hey, it played once. Let's see if we could have another one, maybe a smaller one, right? Okay, from the top to minus 30 from the low of that swing somewhere. Let's see. But potentially that's a long term. Right now, locally, this is what's happening. Right? This is right now. You are at support, kind of fighting it, not really regaining anything yet, but that's going to be maybe in a couple days different. So far, this is make it or break it stuff. Okay? Hope this is clear. And please, if you need, rewatch the previous streams as well, because I've been talking about it. I've been setting the levels as well. And I just want to give you the way how you approach those things, right? How do you look for this? And this is as well for the opposite side, right? Like, give me a stock or whatever, and I will do the whole TA on it, right? I mean, this is obvious. This is going one way, but give me something weird like this kind of. Amazon had as well like some issues, right, lately. Or yesterday or whatever, there was something big about it. Still, that one is still quite failing, but holding on your previous low. That's fine. Now, what do we need to do? First thing first, to be honest with you, this is the only one I want to be regained. I don't care about the second one. I care about this one. I want to regain that to see potential of strength and then holding that and do this here. Like it's been doing here as well and here as well, right? After this. Like if you box those things out like that, you're going to see a pattern in it. How does it behave? Keep it easy. There's nothing else that's been need to be overthinked or lost per week for your streams. Orca, do you want to give me more work? Oh shit. Oh boys, you need to talk with the heads about that. That's not up to me. Jack took all of the slots so far, so sorry. But yeah, it's simple as that. Like, okay, it's not that simple, but you need to put work into it, right? To understand into that. Like, if you hear something, like the funny things is, like we don't want to hear news, but if you hear something off or something like it's, hey, that's weird. Let's have a look on the chart, right? How does that look? How does that compare with the chart? What does the structure say? Right? And look at that. Like, okay, fucking hell, wait, this is, look at this, right? This area. This is quite similar. What Netflix is doing right now, right? I don't remember where I was. Oh, here, Microsoft. So, exact the same thing, right? Let's focus on the swing. Failure, failure. Awesome. Where did you go? You failed this. Okay. Next one. Failed this. Okay. Next one. Where did you hold on? Why? Simple. This is your support. You failed all of this. After that, what do we need to regain? And look at that. Fucking hell, it did as a as a rocket. In lower it couldn't go. Yeah, it could, but potentially there wasn't like strength into it, right? I don't think so. I mean, it depends. Like, what you want to say. Like, I don't know when it was. I heard something about it, but that's like that was only in America, right? I didn't like over here in Europe. I didn't hear anyone having issue with Amazon of that AWS thing, right? Because there was something about the servers, right? Amazon servers or what was it? Worldwide? Fucking hell! I didn't even realize that shit. Seriously, sorry, but I don't know when it was. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Because it was like yesterday. Like, I mean, apparently it did good to them, right? Like, so yeah, I don't know what's that about, but yeah, and the gap in between it's not that big. So like that's why I say like it gives me weird scenarios. Like yeah, people have been complaining about Amazon, but somehow it didn't do nothing to the stock as well. So I really don't get it. Like, let me just say one setting as thing point. Too much. Oh, bro, Orca, that's how I start all of this, right? My like the beginning of my stream has been only about the swing points. I didn't use any indicators at all, right? And most of the times I'm having them switched off. Like this is the only one that I having. But like Wave Master, yeah, it's there, but I'm just looking once or twice at it, and that's all. But this is the only thing what I'm using, right? And this has always been my thing. Like, yeah, indicators, like I've been saying, like it's people need to understand as well. Like, um, okay, this is nothing against like MDX, right? The indicators are freaking great, and I'm using them, but not in a purpose like most of the people using them. Because still, indicators and oscillators are indication of a percentage of the move of the price action, right? It's indication of what the price already did. It's nothing. There is no indicator that's gonna give you indication what price gonna do in a 5 minutes. Or like look in the future, right? There isn't. Why? Because all the indicators are built on the price action and the volume and volatility. So they need that first to give you a signal. So already every single indicator, even MDX one, maybe we have like the lowest latency on them, but they still gonna give you a little bit more late signal. So if you don't understand price action, you don't know the structure, then you're gonna be a little bit more behind on your indicators because you will wait for a signal on the indicator, but the price is already gone. So what's the point, right? If you don't understand structure, that's why I say like this is basic of the basics. This is like literally like kindergarten basic stuff of price action and structure. The whole market is built on. So why don't people dive into that and don't understand the ABC of the market? Like this is the alphabet what you learn in kindergarten or whatever you learn it. This is all. Like, don't call me a kinder. I'm not calling you guys, but more like. So the thing is, like, okay, it's nothing against you guys or nothing against anyone in the Discord, but it's like people are coming into the crypto and they're aiming like on the top of the top shelf. They're aiming for like indicators that cost like 100K or whatever, or people of mentorings and that kind of stuff, and they still don't understand like price action or basic of the market, but they aim for the highest of the highest, right? So it's compare this like you just finish your driving license, you have your driving license, and you're gonna go and buy Lamborghini straight ahead. Like, wait, bro, you just learn a little bit of driving, and you aim for fucking this. I don't know the highest peak of the cars, right? Like, learn first. Get ahead of it. Like people are going a little bit more crazy and way above their heads about this stuff. It takes time. You need to understand that patient is the most valuable thing in crypto and definitely in trading market. Definitely. We've been all of there. Like you don't rush it. You don't like it's not up to you what the price is gonna do. Right? You need to follow it, listen to it, and understanding it, and then against that price action, you're gonna pull your trigger. That's all. How do you signify? You need to understand how the structure and price action works. On top of that, what helps you to understand that? A little bit of indications. But that's all. Indicators are only a tool. Use them with your knowledge, what you build up on the market. And both of them, combine them, that's your way of trading. That's already a basic, the way of trading. Already, right? But yeah, I'm quite happy how this played out. I'm going a little bit more above my head, I guess. Quite happy about it. Let's see how that's gonna be going so far. If we're gonna break it today before we're gonna close. Wait, what time close this shit? Oh, we still have 3 hours. Let's see how that's gonna play out, and I'm wondering how that's gonna be open up for the next couple days. Because, like I said, filling up this gap, that's gonna be a quite a move. And still, no matter what, closing here, like I've been saying, that's a quite significant break of structure over here, what you have. So yeah. Yeah, I will. I will share it in the. I was really thinking to mention it on the stream of Viking, but I was like, nope, no, this is gonna be my jam for my stream. Fuck that shit. Yeah, it is. It is. So yeah. But this is, I guess, a little bit what I want to touch on it. Want to show you. If you have questions, guys, please, by all means, can I ask here what platform exchange you trading the like of? Yeah, I have a couple of them. So for me, it's like, wait, I'm gonna show you which one I'm using. Like, not really using the normal ones. Wait. So. Mm, 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 mm. I have. I mean, not that one. Home. Yeah. Versify. I don't know if you heard about that. That one is as well good. And I had one more, but that one is a Polish one because I do my trade from a Polish account. So. Oh yeah, I used to use that one as well, Orca. Yeah. SC Market. I used to use that one. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I stopped one because they had some issues when I wanted to do it from Poland. There was some things with it. Yeah, that's why. Because I want to do the TradFi stuff from Poland accountant. Yeah. Yeah, there are much more better. There are so many. Like this is crazy. Like TradFi market stuff. Jesus, there are like even hundreds different ones than crypto ones. What we like exchanges, right? What we have. Like there are seriously, I have like 4 or 5 even like signed up for. It's weird stuff. Like I'm gonna I'm gonna have a look on the one that I'm using in Poland. But because there are two that I'm using mainly. Yeah, see, like for example, this one. Yeah, this one for example, I cannot even reach from Holland. It doesn't allow me, right? Yeah. But in Poland, I can open up, and that's or like from Polish VPN, right? What I'm having on my laptop. Yeah. So yeah. It's weird stuff. I That's why I really don't like forex stocks and that kind of stuff because it's such a all of the places and one you can do there and one you cannot do there. It's like oh my god, like crypto is pain in the ass as well, right? But that's one is like on another level pain in the ass. But yeah. Probably about what? Bitcoin or Netflix? Because right now I've been talking about Netflix, so I don't know what you're looking for. Mm. Oh, Amazon. Another one. Yeah, so yeah, okay. This is well another one, right? Let's go on that one as well a little bit more. So right now, what's the trend? Right? Quite significant trend as well. Oh shit. Quite significant, right? This is your trend, right? Keep those lines. You're gonna know that this is your trend. You still follow them, right? If you want to have a single card. Over here, you're holding on this low, right? So what's the aim right now? Technically, you're aiming for this level to be retest. Why? Because this is your underside bearish retest. Why? Because you failed this structure and even this area to go over here. So right now, the only thing that's kind of in front of you is, if I might use super fibs, is this area, right? This is your resistance. So knowing that, you wait for it to get into that area. Then the next step is, are we regaining anything over here? Right? This stuff to go higher up, because then the next level that you need to worry about, this is your underside retest. And then the next one is this failure, swing failure from this area, right? So this is your daily failure. Let me clean this up. This is the low. This is the underside retest, what you need to do. Underside retest. And this is as well daily failure, right? This is the low, technically, the local low, high of it. So, right? Those are the areas right now to hold. Technically, what you want to see is this going back into that bearish retest, right? Going back on that, high, low, and then you start to change your character, right? That's what you want, because right now you are doing this to the downside, but you want to do this, right? As clear as it gets. But this is kind of the way. So far, you're still downtrending. Right now, wait for a couple days on this area to get hit or not, and then see how that reacts. Are we regaining failing that? Okay. Are we going higher or lower? Right? So on forex and stocks and whatever, it's a little bit more time consuming just because of those gaps, right? So yeah, you need to wait for a couple days. Like, okay, how does that open up and how does that close and whatever. On top of all of this, be aware that you're gonna have your earnings, right, coming in end of the month, even. So yeah, be aware of that, and that's gonna be literally end of the month. Plus, 2 days later, you're gonna have a monthly open. So on as well on those forex, daily levels matters as well, right? Forex on stocks or whatever you want to call it, like. Oh, yeah, I would like. See ya, mate. See ya, Lensby. Can you look at AVAX? Yeah, I will. I will in a second. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I will look for it, right? See if you reach this. If not, coming back and then settle a higher low, and you might see some potential local price change. But this is for now the key level, right? Because failing right now, you to one. The next level, what you're gonna reach, is not quite close as well. That's 2.8. And the next major one, I would suggest you to watch out for 200, right? Then you don't want to lose that. Because when you lose that, you're going to fill this gap. And then, anyhow, I think you understand the whole point right now of it, right? Then, let me have a look on AVAX. 1 hour, you said, right? Oh, yeah, look at that. I've been doing this for a mentee lately. So 1 hour. I mean, same thing. What we've been doing. Yes, those are the 4-hour swing points. Don't matter. On 1 hour, I was just doing for a mentee. Consider this like a 1 hour swing. Okay, it's still the same thing. What we've been doing: failing from the high, holding the support, failing from underside retest. Right, quite perfectly. Not really underside, but it's a little bit more higher. Quite perfectly. Right now, what we are doing. I seriously do not like this at all. This is fucking on 1 hour. This is really shitty price action. Not only you can't you struggle to come higher than your previous body close, and you start to with your wicks, right? You retesting the low. So right now, on this moment, when we start to go lower, right, there's not much going to hold us. This area not going to hold us at all, because not only that's been tested with this wick and previous one, so that still could do some potential lower price action, right? But so far, on the body wise, you're still holding it on a trend, right? But that's barely. You need to remember there are wicks into the play, and those wicks are scammy and really bit, yeah, iffy if you start to get lower, right? Holding that is fine. So what does it, and the oscillator said? We might see some pullback, right? Minor, but we might see some pullback on it. So still, lower it is. After those two moves and moving it on the 4 hour, that's been quite significant test, right? And failing from this area, retesting it, and failing this, closing below, that's heavy, right? Because not only you don't see any strength anymore, because you didn't even reach to that area. Oh, sorry, on the wick you reached it, right? You test it, and now we aiming to go lower, and this is quite scammy, and not really scammy. This is quite significant to hold on the price action, right? So they smash a lot of money against it, market makers or exchanges, whatever, to hold it in place. Is it gonna hold? That's still need to be said, because overall there is not much to trade from, because like, yeah, sorry, there is not much from it, right? Is there any significant liquidity below us? The only one, not much, but if you want to grab that for you continuation to the upwards, then yes, it's this little bit, right? Going deeper, possible, but necessary. I mean, yeah, kind of. So the thing is as well, the whole problem right now is that Bitcoin almost filled the wick that we did, right? Most of the alts didn't fail the low, right? What we settled a couple of days or a week before. Same thing right now, sorry. Yeah, AVAX is the only one who barely is holding it this low, right? And most of them didn't even get close to that. So potentially alts are strong enough to hold on. Bitcoin is retracing. I mean, it says that if Bitcoin's going to do one more dip, right, still alts are fine to break the low and then afterwards regain it. Because even you hold on this, if there is nothing, you still can hold on this if there is nothing, right? Why? Because there is liquidity. Oh, look at that. How perfectly played out even. Yes, we might dip a little bit more lower, right? But that doesn't mean we're going to do filling the whole way. Because if the alts didn't do it now or till now, then what's the chance we're going to do this in a month or two? Like, barely, right? If that's going to be the needed to move the market, then for fuck's sake, that's going to be pain, right? But still, this is still the play. The whole market move since 2 weeks is focusing only on Bitcoin. There is no money in alts, because all of the alts doing exactly the same thing. You go on all of the, if you're gonna do something like this, they're all the same. Some of them outliers, some of them have like push or whatever, liquidity grab. This was quite heavy liquidity grab, by the way. This is really freaking liquidity grab, and it came back to a swing point below that. Boy, oh boy, this one gonna do some downside move. But yeah, anyhow, all of them are doing the same. Why? Because they need to hold the price stable enough to be able to retrace a little bit more lower if Bitcoin decide to do that. Orca, I agree with you. Most of the times, yes, I would like to, like I've been saying, the most perfect scenario is to kill this wick. That means settle a structure below that wick and regain that structure straight up. Most perfect scenario in this case is body into it, quick, and then go. And V bottom scenario. Yeah, V bottom scenario, right? And then recover quite quick from it. This is the most perfect scenario for the market, that it's gonna be able to do all-time high and even higher stuff. Because then not only you killing this, but then this wick's never gonna be mentioned again. Because so far we always gonna mention till the price is gonna be below. There is nothing. This wick doesn't give you nothing. Only a direction that the price been there. That's all. There is nothing to hold on. The only thing was hold on here was the liquidity. What's piled while this dumped. So that's why I say, for me, in most perfect scenario is get into this area quite quick and then recover and move along. Then be done with this all this dead price action or whatever. Right? But this is same thing. Like if alt's gonna recover this, then boy oh boy, market's gonna shit himself. Because that's not only a freaking move of 50%, but some of the alts are getting quite close to 0 point. And a small slippage can cost you quite a significant head, right? So you don't want that. And I'm quite happy, to be honest with you, like overall the market, I'm quite happy how alts holding on. So don't get me wrong, right? This is maybe the shitty price action, but in that shitty price action, there's quite a lot of money going inside the market to hold on this, right? Not to get dipped lower. This is going to be then the worst case scenario, something to worry about when you're going to be coming back around for the bear market stuff. Right? So far, yeah, we're holding fine. We're still holding on the low on most of the coins. Still, we're not going to dip a little bit more lower, grab the liquidity, come back, and I really want every single thing. Going to do some V bottom stuff and then carry on. Turn around and change the whole structure, right? That's what I want. That's why I'm aiming for as well, to do this freaking stuff, go over it, and like be done with it, right? So yeah, I think that's all from me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about more. Like, have a look on this price action. It was quite shitty. I mean, for 1 hour was quite nice, but then we start failing. Let's see if we're gonna dip a little bit more lower. Holding on, it's fine. And then yeah, trying to do some stuff above you. Maybe regain something for one. Oh yeah, sure, I can. Uh, Perfect failing as well. I mean, still like it's same thing as Bitcoin. Like, okay, this is a weekly, so technically this is your weekly low, not a high. This is your weekly low. Then you go for the daily. That's a little bit more painful because your daily swing twice this sorry 3 times, 4 times. Fucking hell! Every single thing been tested. Oh my god, this is painful. The lowest daily what you have right now is this, right? To hold on. The rest, uh, um, every single thing, this, and this, and this, and this, been tested by those 2 weeks. So coming lower, you gonna meet you at 161 area. So you really need to hold on this. Even if all of that been tested, you still can hold on that one. That's your game right now. You freaking need to hold on that. If not, on that. If not, then seriously you need to hold on this area, 177. Like I do not care how much money it's gonna cost, but that's the kind of aim that you need right now. And then of course, the stepwise, like every single token and asset have it. Like what you need to do, your first regain is gonna be a bearish retest, of course. Let me put it on the line. That's gonna be a bearish retest, on the side retest, because 4 hour you failed the structure. That's obvious, right? You've been failing it. It's been a retest already, but you can say like, okay, this is your bearish retest, and now you need to regain your previous swing. That's this. Look how perfectly it's been tested already to a 8. So if that's gonna be tested, you don't need. I mean, hopefully you're not gonna have a struggle with it. Then that's your 4 hour swing. On top of that, this is you high time frame on-site retest right now. Those levels, what you are aiming to do. That's your resistance. To even consider going back in the highest resistance that you fail from. Right? But overall, locally, right now, it's still downtrending. Right? Technically, you're squeezing if you're gonna hold this. So you could do something like this, that would be fine, and then you just bang on, right? That's gonna save the whole Solana if you start to move like that without dipping lower. I mean, potentially, even then, like, to be honest with you, with Solana, I do not care if it's gonna go lower, because you still have much more structure below you and even lower, but that's bear market stuff. But for me, even you gonna hold on like 107, right? 1061. Hold on that. Then if not, then you're still fine to bounce from 131. This is still potential to do major move. Why? Because you have the support for it. And believe me, not like rarely a token right now have a bigger support below you. Like an alt, right? Okay, not considering ETH or Link with this bear market stuff. But then show me a coin right now who have this kind of support. Like, okay, privacy token. But who cares about that? Right? Show me a token. Oh, BNB. Okay, yeah, fair enough. But then how many are they? 4 or 5 overall from top 100? Right? So even then, if you're going to dip lower into that, I'm fine with it. Like going into 161, if not 132. But then you don't want that. The lowest what you want to hold on is this area, right? Because those waves been tested. So this is the lowest what you want to hold. And if not, you're going to do some sideways, but even perfect. And then you try to regain your highs. Clear, Pablo? Do you get it? Or is it fine? Or is it something that you can work through? Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance. Yeah. Dipping in lower, then that's your support over there. Technically, show me the... Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's quite juicy. Yeah. Yeah. That will be perfect even. Yeah. So yeah. Overlapping support. You are already into it and a little bit below. So failing that, yeah. Hopefully holding on it. And then look at that, how the order books are like literally on the swing points. Perfect. Just perfection. So yeah. I think that's what's Bitcoin doing. Have a look on that one. Yeah. We still have 2.5 hours, so potentially still lower, right? Didn't do much yet. Not much change. Daily wise, yeah, that looks shit and rough. Like I've been saying, this is your 4-hour but on daily swing what you fail from. Perfectly. Freaking perfectly even. To the freaking T. So yeah. Have a look. Have a look on swing points. Try to find them as well by yourself. If not, let me know, or someone in the community might help you if they are key on it. Well, if not, let me know. I will help you out as well. This is what I'm trying to show people and to learn people. The base of the base of the basic of the basic of the basic is the most accurate thing that you need to go for. There's nothing else that's gonna show you better accuracy than that. Without guessing game, there is no guessing game. This is only what you aim for. Done. So, yeah, I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, let's see how this is gonna play out eventually. That's gonna be juicy one. I'm really interested even in Amazon right now as well. Let's see, and yeah, quite nice, quite nice. Hopefully, gonna have a great stuff, tradable, and keep it simple. Keep it like, don't overthink things. If you don't know anything, like, please, by all means, call us, ask us, whatever. Like, we are here to help and to definitely delete all of the noise or most of the noise what people are seeing and hearing constantly. And this is it. Like, right? Have a good one, guys. Straight away. And I will see you Sunday. Definitely on my stream. If not, then through the week as well on different streams. And, oh, by the way, guys, before we're going to bounce, by the way, two things. Two freaking things. One, our bot specialist coming back today. Exactly. Ego is back. So I will all see you over there today. And I'm going to do that. Fuck it. And if you don't mind, then have a look. If you need to rewatch something in quick mode on Speedy Gonzalez mode, and I'm calling it, then there is you go tool for. But yeah, Ego is back. So guys, let's freaking go. Oh, by the way, Ego, today when I was posting that I'm gonna be online, I'm almost start your stream instead mine because yours was above mine. Oh. So yeah, I almost start your event. I speak already fast enough. Yeah, I do. That's true. But yeah, I'm freaking happy that Ego is back home. Let's go. Let's switch on the bots. Freaking do it. I'm botting too. Yeah, I think so. I'm a bit rusty on it, but I think I can handle it. All right. Have a good one. Enjoy your week, and yeah, keep it level-headed, mate. Don't overthink it. There is no need for anything like that, man. Life is already a bitch. Let's keep it nice, steady, simple, and freaking make shitloads of money. Even if it's automated, even if it's swing points, even using indicators. Bro, there's so many sweet spots to go for. Right? All right. Love you all. Have a good one. Peace.